Hey guys and gals, Never here from Drake Wing Gaming, and some of you know me on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you another Let's Play episode of Moonlight Castle, Dylan's Path. So let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go. Alrighty. Okay, stop, that's a little too much. Not to mention murder. Fuck, are you serious right now? You did what? I've killed a man. I'm a murderer. How? Why? Does it matter? I've taken a life. That should be enough to keep you away from me. Damn it, Dylan, you weren't supposed to say that. You knew? How can all of you be so casual about all this? You understand shit anyway. Of course not, I fucking don't. Stop it, boss, this isn't fair. I can't hear you say this. Still here? I told you to disappear. I'm still breathing today because you chose to kill. I won't let anyone paint a wrong image of you, not even yourself. You have no idea how much it pisses me off to hear people talk about stuff they don't understand. I know a thing or two about you. I can see what you're looking after is... Oh. You like this dog, don't you, boss? And why don't you just let him do whatever the fuck he wants? Oh, sure. What do you want, Joel? There wasn't a word coming out of my mouth. It was just plain impossible for me to say anything. He succeeded big time in making me afraid of him. There was no going back, as he'd made sure that there was no escape route. I felt nauseous, and I had only had brief intervals of lucidity. I had no clue about how to keep it together. My heart was pounding. This is a lot more complicated than I thought. Damn. It was racing so fast that I could hear it echo throughout my body, and it was throbbing hard in my brain. It was so hard, so painful. And then everything vanished. It was all darkness. I felt nothing. I saw nothing. I thought nothing. It seemed I'd found peace, what I've been seeking for a long time. But was it really the answer? If it was, then why do I feel unsatisfied? Dylan was doing it on purpose, wasn't he? He was trying to look as bad as possible so that he'd get me into a meltdown. Of course, that was it. It was probably his plan all along. Liam had implied that if they were to lose me, a domino effect would occur. So was he trying to save me? Not even Ryan did, so why would he? I was mad. I had many reasons to be mad. However, for now, I refused to let it end this way. It was infuriating enough that I was dealt a losing hand. I've been stuck with it since I was born. I refused to shut down. I refused to stop. I refused to end it here. I had to move. My body needed to move. I heard voices. It was working. I was coming back. Now I just had to push harder and force my body to obey me. Shit, you really went too far there. I'll just carry him to the infirmary. This answered us plenty. What am I supposed to say to the others now? This is so fucked up. I'm fucked up. What? Don't you like the bed you've just made? All you have to do is lie in it. I began coughing loudly, painfully as I tried to push myself back into consciousness. Mark, get some water. On it. Do you regret it? As I said that, I could feel that my body was resisting the urge to break apart. There wasn't much time before I'd go down again. Answer me, asshole. It's a yes or no question. I coughed again. My throat was dry and sore. My mouth felt like it was holding all the sand of a desert. I felt the liquid streaming down my face, another cough, and another coming out of my mouth, and I knew that neither was water. Oh shit, did holy shit, he punched him! Joel, stop! Lynx's voice was penetrating my skull, and it was full of unnecessary panic. I brought water! Dylan was about to help me drink, but Liam pushed the bottle out of his hand and replaced it with another one. Hurry, give it to him before the damage is permanent! Dylan's expression darkened as the reptile hurriedly shoved in my mouth whatever he was given. I was thirsty, my body was paralyzed, so I just drank all of it without much thought or giving a fight. As soon as I finished it, my eyes shot open and it felt like someone had injected me with life. Whatever was happening a moment ago was gone, as if it never happened. There was a surge of energy, my strength came back from nowhere. What the fuck is going on? I gasped and breathed like I'd never breathed before. It was like coming up to the surface from underwater. What was that? My vision was still blurry. Nothing was making any damn sense. It was all bullshit after bullshit. This must have been one of my worst episodes yet. I assumed that he has yet to awaken. It seemed Liam was referring to me, but I was too busy to react, trying to breathe. Though the truth is that he was suppressing his powers subconsciously, and that can cause a lot of issues. On top of that, he misused them just now, which caused a recoil so hard that it could have killed him. The fuck is this all about? If I had to take a wild guess, I think I was severing the connection between him and his feelings. The blessed water that I gave him stopped the process and restored a portion of energy that was wasted. What the fuck is this game? What? To me, the Lynx was speaking pretty much another language right now. Thanks? What a crazy motherfucker that you are. Now I was feeling only exhausted, which was kind of an improvement. I do, by the way. Huh? Your question. If I could go back, many things today would be different. But one can never go back. Just carry their mistakes with them until the day they die. I see. I was relieved now, and I wondered if that was appropriate. I thought that I wouldn't need to say anything more for a while, but my phone was ringing, and it reminded me of the time. We were insanely late, weren't we? Will you carry me? Only if you aren't getting pleasure from it. I fucking wish. The only thing any of you people have given me today is pain. And you took it like a champ. Don't say it like that, I hate it. Can we talk more later? Hopefully just me and you? Yes, I'm not a huge fan of surprises either. I hadn't decided yet what my plan was going to be, but if what I'd learned today was true, then everything was definitely about to change. It all depended on Dylan. He had to come clean with me about the whole story, otherwise I wouldn't be able to decide anything. Dylan carried me toward the exit, and Liam was sighing nonstop as he followed us. I clung onto Dylan's neck so that I had a little more room to rest my body. You've ruined everything! Fuck around and find out. I was tired and their words were flying over my ears. I could only hear them, but I wasn't really following their conversation. A couple of minutes went by and we'd arrived in the canteen. We looked at our table from a distance and surely everyone was already there. As we approached the table, everyone stood up from their seats and their emotions were ranging from surprise to concern and anger. Ryan was charging toward us and I knew how bad this must have looked. Before anything could escalate, I forced words out of my mouth. I fainted on my way to the canteen. Sorry I was taking so long. Shit! I told you not to move too much. It wasn't exactly an option to share with them what I was told. Those details would totally make the group fall apart. Looking at Dylan's face, I could tell that he was expecting me to tell them, and Liam was shaking like a leaf. For once, I had the power, and if I chose, I could ruin everything that they'd worked so hard for. Blake, please prepare some more tea for Joel. It should help him with the fatigue. On it. Aren't you hungry? You haven't had anything today yet. He was starving too? Goddamn. I hated how they were giving me too much attention. What did they think I was, a child? Give him some space. Don't you guys see how overwhelmed he looks? Well, be right back then. Thank goodness that Russell existed. Nobody could read minds like he could. Could he? He was probably aware of my lies then. No, that wasn't good, was it? What was this weird feeling? Why was I so sure that he could understand me? We barely even talked. The more you use it, the worse you're going to feel. Liam was whispering in my ear, and my eyes widened at what he just said. Was I aware of Russell for a different reason? What was going on? Ugh, why did my head become so heavy all of a sudden? I took a deep breath. No more thinking for now. There you go. Be careful, though. It's a lot. It's hot. Blake came back with a fuming cup, and Ryan also returned with a bunch of sandwiches from a nearby vending machine. Aren't these too many? I don't know what kind of stuffing you'd like, so I brought a variety. You could have asked me. I could eat some too. That was the main reason, wasn't it? It just feels rude to watch you eat alone since we've all finished, that's all. That's some mental gymnastics right there. What are you guys trying to gang up on me for? I'm just trying to be nice. I wish they'd just stop bickering and hand me a sandwich already. Though thankfully Clyde interrupted their conversation by covering my forehead with his hand, probably to check my temperature. It's a good thing that you aren't running a fever. However, please look after yourself more. You may not be as lucky next time. I'm sorry. Then we began eating, and the food completely brought life back to me. My body must have waited too long for one of its essential needs. Feels much better now. Holy shit. I'm glad to hear it. I was so scared that I saw you walking like a zombie. Anything but that. Compare him to something else. Liam cleared his throat. It seemed he was preparing to get everyone's attention. Now that Joel has recovered somewhat, shall we begin our discussion regarding the castle? It seemed he wanted to get it out of the way before I could ruin it. What I'm about to say is the truth in its entirety. If you have a faint heart, not necessarily Patrice, this is the time to step out. Am I not even allowed to internally scream? As long as you're not going to disrupt my explanation, I don't care. We can give you a short, more friendly version later, are you sure? I want to hear. Regrets later. The castle we visited yesterday was the physical embodiment of a curse. I could feel an evil presence lurking behind those walls. It followed me the entire night, never taking their eyes off me, but never acting upon it. Yo, what the fuck? Who was stalking you? I don't know. Did any of you feel something similar? We all looked at each other. Concerned glances were shared. Nobody spoke up, but the answer came forward on its own. I wonder why I didn't do anything. Isn't it a good thing? No, it isn't. I didn't get the chance to do my job. The curse welcomed us in and nothing happened. That's so strange. That's because we visited an abandoned castle, Liam. There is no curse. I watched Patrice shaking like a leaf in his seat. We barely said anything, and he was already a goner. True, this is some crazy horror movie plot, right? I'll never believe that. Just because you didn't see it doesn't mean I'm lying. The castle is invisible. The curse decides who is allowed inside. You hear me? Let's pretend you're right for a moment. I don't appreciate being put into a dangerous situation such as this without my consent. It doesn't matter, you're fine. I just needed you to grant me that permission to enter the castle, to do my job, and get out. Who is it? Do you know that at least? Nope, the castle went silent yesterday. I couldn't investigate shit. I can safely cross my name because I visited the campsite alone and couldn't find it. You basically used us to find this place. You mentioned that it's your job. What does that mean? I'm a medium, Joel. I get paid to get rid of weird supernatural bullshit such as this. Russell snorted, causing Liam to grow upset. Are you claiming to be a ghost hunter? I wish my job would be that simple. Removing a ghost or two doesn't remove the curse. It takes way more to clear up a place as big as that. Liam picked up the bag he brought along and opened it in front of us. Holy shit! We could see a variety of weapons, weird papers, bows, bottles that contain a shining liquid, and strange accessories. This doesn't look like a job anymore. This is some basic equipment. I tend to change stuff around after figuring out the type of curse I'm dealing with. Dude, this shit is bad. Really, really bad. It is when people enter the castle and disappear, never to be seen again. What's your motive? I can't imagine you being a hero. When your work can cost your life to pay is really good, you know. He does have the vibe of being a materialistic person. You guys know I like the occult. Is it really so far-fetched for me to get a job in this field? The fact that you can have a job like that at all is weird, Liam. There's another reason, the real one. Which is... We're listening. Liam sighed. He didn't seem willing to share that one as easily as the rest. I've lost contact with my sister 3 years ago and recently managed to trace back her last known movements to this castle. The same one we explored yesterday. I guess that explains why you wanted to find it so badly. I want to find her first, and I'll destroy this castle before it can claim more victims. Yep, I was right to trust my gut feeling. This is crazy! You were literally the last person I expected to agree. Just be quiet on your seat. You told us your story. What do you want from us? Nothing. Nothing. We want nothing to do with this. Get the police involved. What the fuck? Alright, y'all. I'm actually going to pause it right there. Oh, thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Before I go, I'm going to give a quick shout-out to our lovely bronze tier patrons. Thank y'all for all I do for the channel. We greatly appreciate your support. Thank you to our silver tier patron, Cade Silverman. Thank you going above and beyond. It's greatly appreciated. Thanks to our two gold tier patrons, Zeke and Toby. Y'all are awesome. We love you. Thank you for subbing to Ultimate Tier. Anyway, if y'all want to get your names in the credits, get access to all of our Not Safe for Work contents as little as $5. Alrighty, I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!